Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second and final workshop for the day with GetBlock. I'm going to invite our speakers to the stage. I can see Joan in the audience, Archie as well. They will be here in a minute, but they will be speaking about deploying a Next.js dApp with GetBlock.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Nice to see you. Likewise. Let's wait for Archie to join as well.
Yeah, he's doing the practical part of our workshop.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, feel free to introduce yourself, share screen, and take it away.
Great.
And just a reminder for everyone, those of you that did not manage to attend the previous workshop as well as this one, just to be sure everything's going to be recorded and it's going to be uploaded to the Hackapack. So please refer to it in case you want to leave early. Nothing to worry about. You will be able to catch up tomorrow morning.
Great. I'm uploading the PDF file with the presentation to share. There's no why it takes so long, but it's almost there. Meanwhile, I can introduce myself. I'm Joan Williams, the head of marketing at GetBlock, a leading blockchain RPC provider. And if you don't know what RPC is, that's even good, because I'm going to be explaining that. Though I'm sure that most of you guys are familiar with what RPC is and how to use it. Okay, am I presenting something?
Not yet. You should have your share button on the very bottom in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I clicked. Share. Share PDF presentation. Is that correct?
Yeah, ideally should be a screen, but the rest option, we haven't actually used any of the other options previously because usually we have people sharing their screens. So that might be an option as well for you.
Yeah, sure. Let me choose the correct file then. Now, can you see something?
Yes.
Great. So basically, what is a blockchain RPC node? That's a great question. A blockchain node is the backbone of any successful dApp that lies in a reliable infrastructure that powers it. The thing is, it's quite difficult to build your own infrastructure because creating your own blockchain requires technical expertise, substantial resources, and node synchronization can take days or even weeks, depending on the writing speed of your hard drive and other technical factors involved in the process. And for many innovators and newbie developers, this task is an absolute nightmare and a total buzzkill. And I can understand them. And that's not only because I'm a non-technical person, because it's a really hard thing to do. And node synchronization, even though it's a hard thing for developers and they're overwhelmed by these problems, working with Web3 doesn't completely have to be super hard. In fact, there are many tools available now for developers that can help them, such as RPC providers. And here we can explore the world of blockchain RPC providers and how they work. A remote procedure call, or RPC, is a lightweight software communication protocol, which allows the program, it's basically the client, to communicate with the remote program, the server that we see on the screen, that are hosted on different network without needing details about the server's network. For example, you may use an RPC from your local computer to request resources from a remote server system. And once the client makes a request, it prompts the server to execute a procedure called a subroutine. And in a blockchain, dApp requires blockchain data to function correctly. As such, in the RPC client-server model, The dApp is the client and the server is an RPC node. So an RPC node is a computer running a blockchain client software. And an RPC endpoint is the network location where a program sends its RPC requests to access the data, server's data. For example, after connecting your dApp to a Polkadot RPC endpoint, you can easily perform operations that make use of blockchain data in real time. So yeah, RPC node providers handle all node setups, management, and maintenance for your dApp and ensure that it's running smoothly. And developers get the best practice for majority of Web3 builders. That's a game breaker. Now, these are the use cases of RPC providers, by the example of GetBlock, of course, but mostly any RPC provider. They're useful for wallets, DeFis, dApps, exchanges, trading bots, and any other dApp, actually. Moving to a more specific example of a use case, it's EtherDrop. It's actually a Telegram bot that looks at the transactions of cryptocurrencies online, and with GetBlock RPC endpoints, EtherDrop can track on-chain transactions, crypto wallets, swaps of DEXs, liquidity pool activities, and EtherDrop can send over 2 million requests to blockchains every 24 hours. So the undoubtable advantages of using an RPC provider instead of managing your own hosted nodes is, of course, the performance. For instance, GetBlock infrastructure is optimized for high performance, ensuring lightning fast and efficient transactions with blockchain networks, providing reliable and stable connection that minimizes the downtime, and that's an important thing for your dApp, for any business. Support and maintenance, because managing and maintaining self-hosted nodes can be a great task, as I mentioned, and a provider takes care of infrastructure management and node updates and security measures. And flexibility of the API, of course, because RPC provider usually offer its customers shared and dedicated nodes, and GetBlock specifically can deploy any protocol that a client needs on dedicated service by request. The service is also flexible regarding its pricing. You can find a suitable plan for your business and reduce the costs for your development. And this is GetBlock's ecosystem. Usually any blockchain as a service offer a range of solutions that are tailored to meet the diverse needs of any client, of any Web3 business, and GetBlock, so does GetBlock. We offer shared nodes, like share resources with other users. That's why they're called shared nodes, obviously. And you can enjoy affordable and reliable connectivity to multiple blockchains. I'm sorry, I've been talking all day today. Yeah, dedicated nodes for projects that require enhanced performance and exclusive resources. GetBlock offer dedicated infrastructure that are tailored for specific needs. It gives you faster response time, increased reliability, and greater control over your blockchain's interactions. And the last one is enterprise solutions, which is obviously made for businesses and organizations that require scalable and secure infrastructure to support their Web3 projects. And I guess now that you know what RPC is and how does RPC node provider work, we can move on to the technical part of our workshop, deploying the Moonbeam blockchain dApp using GetBlock's RPC endpoints. That's where Archie can take over.
Archie can hear us.
Okay. Can you?
Oh, sorry. I was muted. So now it's my turn. We will be using Moonbeam and Ethereum compatible smart contract parachain on the Polkadot network, so which has been attracting attention as a blockchain developers focus on cross-chain platforms that enable connected applications. Moonbeam delivers complete Ethereum compatibility within a Polkadot parachain environment. So developers can continue to use the programming languages and the tools they have grown used to, but within a fast-growing and scalable layer 1 chains. So the tool that we will be using during this workshop is MetaMask, Next.js, Solidity, Hardhat, and GetBlock endpoints. First, we add the Moonbeam network to our MetaMask. Open your MetaMask and choose to add the network manually. So the network name is Moonbeam. Then you register it at GetBlock, generate the Moonbeam endpoint and your account, and paste the RPC URL to MetaMask. So after that, you should add the chain ID. The chain ID will be 1284 and symbols. It's optional. And also you can add the block explorer. It's also optional. This procedure just saved a bunch of your time on node deployment. And if you don't need a lot of requests, node provider usually have a free options for devs. So also have a free options. Step 1, sorry. So setting up the Next.js project. First, let's create a new Next.js project using npx create next app, my web3 app, change directory, my web3 app. Step 2, installing required dependencies. Install the required dependencies for working with Solidity and Ethereum. Then you initialized Hardhat in your project using npc Hardhat. So just create an empty hardhat.config.js and press enter, then open hardhat.config.js and configure it as it's shown on the slide. So step 3, writing a basic Solidity smart contract. Create a new folder named contracts and create a file named counter.sol inside it and the following code. So this is a simple smart contract, has a counter that can be increased by calling the increment function. So compiling the smart contract, compiler smart contract using the command npx hardhat compile. This will create an artifacts folder with a compile contract file, including the JSON file containing the ABI. Locate the JSON file with the ABI for the counter contract in the artifact/contracts folder. The file should be named counter.json. Copy the counter.json file to the contract folder. So we obtain the JSON, and after that we should copy the repository. Inside the project, run the command npm install to install the necessary packages. So after that, now you can run the Next.js app using the npm run dev command. Navigate to localhost in your browser and you should see the counter app. So here is on the screenshot, you can see create a contract. So we click the deploy button and our MetaMask open. After the confirmation in MetaMask, we should see update counter equals 0. So after that, we will click the increment button and the counter will increase to 1. This is how I understand that everything works. And the last thing that I would pay attention to this to the code. So the line provider, the provider is connected to MetaMask. Contract factory, it deploys a smart contract to the Ethereum network. This will send a transaction. At once the transaction is mined, the contract will be deployed on the network at a specific address. So contract is deployed, the contract address is displayed. In conclusion, this function serves to deploy the GetBlock smart contract to the Ethereum blockchain and then stores its address for the future references. So I think this is it. Hope you guys learned something new during this workshop. If you still have any questions, we have created the chat with our tech support. where you can ask questions about GetBlock or about the deployment process, and we will be glad to answer your questions. Also, reminding that you'll have 5 million free requests by registering at GetBlock and sending your user ID with the Get5M promo code. You can claim your request. Yes, so thank you once again, and that's it.
There's several questions in chat which you might want to address. I can read them out if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, the question is about like clients. This tech removed the RPC provider. GetBlock main purpose is RPC provider. What is GetBlock view on the rise of like clients? I've actually haven't heard of that before. Maybe you could elaborate on what that is. So I can tell you, or you may jump in the Telegram chat for the questions where our developers might answer the question. I'm sure they are aware of that. And any RPC to Moonbase Alpha, not yet. We're not aware of that updates coming up on GetBlock. If there will be such, we'll be announcing that in our Discord and social media. There are other questions coming up. Before we get any other questions, I just might drop a quick reminder that GetBlock offers 5 million free requests for all the developers in this hackathon. All you have to do is register, get your ID, and you can also register using your Web3 wallet instead of a email address if you don't want to be using that. Yeah, just drop your user ID and we will add the requests directly to your account for your future building. We support mostly all the Polkadot chains and subchains that you might be using here. I see that Tehil answered my question. The question that was dedicated to us, I guess.
So for everyone that's watching the recording right now, the question was about light clients, and what Hill is saying is that as far as I know, light clients can only verify blockchain data. So to submit a new transaction, you would still need an RPC request.
An RPC request. What ID do we need to provide? User ID. You can find that in your settings, in your personal account, user ID. I'll be sharing that in the Encode Discord channel, how to find your user ID. And yes, we are a competitor to Alchemy and Infura. And we're proud of that. If there aren't any other questions, then I guess we're done.
Am I allowed to read out the promo code, like because for tomorrow, like people that will be tuning in and watching this recording after?
Yes, you are allowed. Of course, you're allowed to read it out, share it, to spread it, and use it.
So the promo code that was shared for to get 5 million requests is basically get with a capital G, get 5M, capital G, capital M. So the promo code to get the 5 million free requests for your account is get 5M with capital G, capital M altogether.
Oh, Archie is sharing that with everybody. But
as I'm aware, but when the recording is being, when we do the recording, the chat section won't be visible. So,
oh yeah, I didn't know that. Yes, you're allowed to announce that, and I'll be duplicating that in the Discord channel for everybody.
Great.
How to do that step by step.
Amazing.
So thank you, guys.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for the nice questions, and thank you, Joan and Archie, for responding. Thank you for the great presentation, and everyone. I hope you at least had a screenshot for the QR codes. Make sure to use them, and do sound off your additional questions in our chat on Discord. And yeah, we'll follow up and get you in touch with Joan and Archie and everyone and the tech team from GetBlock for more deeper and nitty-gritty questions. So yeah, don't be afraid to reach out.
And we wish every participant good luck.
Yeah, hope everyone gets to build. And yeah, build something. And as you can see, there's a lot of great rewards from the GetBlock team. So try and build something of value.
Yeah, we're actually into supporting great projects, young ones and enterprise ones. So yeah.
Great. Thank you all for being here. And see you tomorrow for the last workshop of the series and the week.
Looking forward.
See you all.
Thank you. Thank you.